Man came to Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani, Qarzasir, and said, "Oh Shaykh," in front of the Kaaba, "Are you a Muslim?" Shaykh Abdullah Sultan al-Awliya said, "Oh my son, for 70 years I've been asking myself that question. I ask myself that every day, am I a Muslim?" That Delhi, that Majnoon guy, crazy guy, started laughing. I said, mashallah, mashallah to you, mashallah. Definitely you are a beloved one of Allah. So many imams, so many alims, so many sheikhs, they fail that question. When I ask them, are you a Muslim? They say, of course I'm a Muslim. And they beat me up and they say, if I'm not Muslim, what am I doing here? The believer is the one who thinks, looks into himself, what he finds. When you look inside yourself, what do you find? What you find is what you want to find. If you want to find Allah, you'll find Him there. If you don't find Him there because you're looking for Allah, you look for someone who can teach you about Allah. That is a believer. He's running to find his Lord. If there are so many believers, why Allah is going to send down curse after curse after curse in this Akhir Zaman? Inshallah, don't we always say, may Allah make us to become believers? Yeah. You're asking Muslims today, believers today, they are, let me paraphrase your question, they are more concerned about their risk and how to make money rather than the iman. Allah is saying, I created the risk 40,000 years before I created you. But the Prophet ﷺ said, be careful in the Akhir Zaman. You come out in the morning with your faith, you come back home without your faith. He says, why people in the Akhir Zaman? Akhir Zaman Muslims, Akhir Zaman mu'mins, they're not taking this for serious. Akhir Zaman believers, Akhir Zaman Muslims, the one that the Prophet ﷺ said to his Sahabi Kiram, if you see them, you're going to call them kafir. And if they see you, they're going to call you crazy. So, we're putting on turbans, we're keeping beard, we're wearing haidaria and baggy pants. They call us crazy, it's okay. Let them to call us crazy. Why are we here? We're here because we're trying to find Allah. We're here because we're holding on to someone, to our Shaykh, who is bringing us to Allah. We're still thirsty because Allah is never ending with awal and akhir, that is our Lord. We're here because we are not looking for dunya. We're in this Jamaat because we're not running after the dunya. If we're running after the dunya, we're not going to be here. So you're asking why? What happened? It used to be, easy answer is everyone become Wahhabi. Now all Ahli Sunnah, Ahli Sufi also become Wahhabi, worse. At least Wahhabi openly we say we don't believe in Prophet's intercession and everything, hasha, astaghfirullah. But these ones who believe in the Prophet's intercession, they believe in mawlids and they believe in zikr, they believe in qasidas, they believe in tawassul, they believe in tasawwuf. Yet, they believe in everything. Yet, they don't believe and they don't hold on to strongly that the Prophet ﷺ is the one who distributes what Allah gives to the whole of creation. Allah doesn't give directly, He gives to the Prophet ﷺ first. And He is the one who distributes. This is His own words. He says, Allah gives to me, I'm the one who distributes. That's why I'm saying everyone become worse than Wahhabi, because we're not running after that Prophet. To ask, we're running after Allah, mashallah. Look what a big hole we have dug ourselves into. We're not running after Holy Prophet. If you're running after him, they say you're making a shirk. Or don't do too much. Wahhabi saying this, leave them. Ahl Sunnah are going to say this. If we say to learn to love the Prophet ﷺ, to complete your faith, to make him to be more important, first you have to love your Shaykh and to make him to be top priority. That time they draw a line there. They said, now you are worshipping into a human being. This is a cult. This is too much. This is this and this is that. This is 21st century Muslims, believers that they say, believe in tariqat, believe in tawassul. They look at you, you're posting cat videos. They say, oh, very nice, this is normal. Cooking videos, oh, mashallah. This video, that video. But once you put only the videos of your shaykh, they say something is wrong. Before they were normal people, and now they become like brainwashed. Everything is about hadith and Quran and sohbat of their shaykh. Everything is a picture of their shaykh. They must be brainwashed. These ahmak people, donkey people, you understand? So you're asking me, why they're not concerned about the iman? I don't know, because I'm very concerned about my faith. That's why I'm here. I'm concerned about it, and I'm going to learn from someone who's going to teach you how to look at your faith. And for me to have faith, for me to have complete faith, the Prophet ﷺ has to be the most important. Not by word, by actions, by life. In order to learn that, you have to learn by taking hand with a shaykh who's going to teach you now. That one is the one who's going to represent that Prophet ﷺ. So we become like Jews and Christians. La ilaha illallah. Concentrating. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. What happened to Muhammad Rasulullah? What happened? If the Sahabi Kiram, everyone were to see what they are doing, how they are loving the Prophet, how they are submitting to him, how they're sacrificing for him, how they're sacrificing their children for him, how they're running after his spit, his wudu water, his hair, how they're running after to kiss his hands and his feet, how they're running after everything about him. People today will say that the Sahabi Kiram, they are brainwashed, they're following a cult. Just like how they're saying that we are brainwashed, we're following a cult because we put our Shaykh, who is teaching us about that Prophet, first in our lives. And this system now of putting one guide there, of loving him and understanding, fearing him and loving him, that system, only a handful is holding on. Majority, they destroyed that system not only with Khilafat, but from the time of Khilafat until now, they're only showing that kind of a system. We're following one man who is going to be your head. They're saying this is poison, this is wrong, this is toxic. And they kill all the good ones and they put all the bad ones to do that so that they can say, see, these are the examples. So decide by yourself, brother. You can read the Quran, sister. As I was speaking to some of the murids in Bursa, and they're saying, Prophet ﷺ is saying, the shaykhs of my nation, they're like a prophet to the ummah. In another hadith is saying, the alims of my nation, they're like the prophets of the Bani Israel. And he's asking a very good question. He's saying, does that mean that they're the same level of the prophets? I said, never. They're never going to be. It's impossible. You cannot be even in the level of a Sahabi. In fact, a Tabi'in said, listen to this, those ones that they're making so much zikr and hizmat and this and that, but again, you're taking sides. And everyone's jumping on Hazrati Muawiyah now, like you finish all the problems of Islam. These people talking so much, they finish the problems of Islam. Now they want to start on Hazrati Muawiyah. Listen to this. The Tabi'in is saying, the horse, the dust in the nose of the horse that Muawiyah is riding on is more noble than me. So manners is finished. The system that guides you towards manners, that helps you to build manners, they destroy it, they finish it, they corrupt it. So, which means no one is worried about their faith anymore. Finish. No one is worried about their faith. When you have faith, you'll be worried about your faith. When you don't have faith, you don't care. You're worried about the dunya. When you have faith, first is you worry about your faith. You're going to see, how is my faith today? What did I do today that my faith is going up or low? And what is the gauge? How do I do? What do I do? I must do this. I must run to do this. I did this, but I must do this. 1400 years, that's why we had empires, because they were concerned about their faith. You bring down the Khilafat, and everyone's worried about their dunya. No one is worried about their faith. In fact, if you ask a regular Muslim, say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh, I'm a Muslim, mashallah, alhamdulillah, I'm going to Jannat. No one is worried. If you are worried, you're going to take extra precautions. Not going up and down praying like a robot. You're going to look at what is taking me away from my faith, what is destroying my faith. You're not just going to eat supplements. You understand? Eat all those healthy things. You're going to look, what habits that I make, that no matter how many supplements I'm making, how much exercise I'm making, is going to make all these things to be useless. What is it that I'm doing? You're going to look at that because you're worried. So, people are not worried. How are you going to convert that? Nothing is going to convert that, other than the fear of Allah and the punishment of Allah. Punishment of Allah. But let me tell you something. Prophet ﷺ is praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, saying, don't punish my nation and to punish the nation of Nuh. Why is he saying that? Because he knows that his nation in the Akhir Zaman is going to be worse than the nation of Nuh alayhi salam. He says, don't punish my nation, although they are majority going to run after wrong things. Please, Ya Rabbi, don't punish them like you punish. And Allah is saying, I will not punish them, O my beloved one. By the water, I will not punish them by drowning in that. I will not punish them. For your sake, I will not punish them, because you ask. But they are going to punish themselves. It's not going to be a flood of water, it's going to be a flood of fire. Now, this flood of fire for a believer, he's not waiting to see where the fire is going to be, from the sky, from the ground. For a believer, he already knows that there is already fire around. You understand? There is already fire around. What does that mean? There's already wrong things that we're doing that is pulling the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's not going to wait for that time, he's already seeing it. Don't you know? Awliya Allah is saying all it takes is now a match, because everything is ripe. Everything now, it is ready for complete divine punishment to reach to us, because we have passed every limit now. There's only some limits now, taboo, that they're still working to bring that down step by step. So you're asking me how to convert that? You cannot convert that. How to convince people? If people are not thirsty, they're not going to drink your water. If they're convinced they're not sick, they're not going to take your medicine. We are here because Allah is blessing us some way, somehow, when the awliya is touching us to say, wake up a little bit. Look at your life. We're here because we're thirsty. We're hungry. We're here because we're still searching. And what we find, we say, our Shaykh is saying, there is more. There is more, yes. We found more. He says, there is more. More you must do, more you must do. Because a believer, he will never stop. You understand? Allah is giving this century to shaitan. Shaitans are getting away with everything. Muslims got very jealous. They say, oh, these shaitanic people, they get away with everything. Why I have to suffer? Why I have to put myself under so much hardship? They're having fun. They don't even have a toothache. Why I have to suffer? So now you see Muslims also running to be like unbelievers. There's no longer any fear, any belief of Allah. Astaghfirullah. This is the urz of our Shaykh. We must ask ourselves why we are here. Why are we still here? We came with different expectations. Then the expectations change, the intentions change. Are we reaching what we are looking for? Is this what we are looking for? If it is not, don't stay. If it is, there's more. If you're coming, if you're staying, if you're running after the mission of your Shaykh, this is nothing yet. And I must know that you still have energy and you still want to run. But if this is nothing yet, and you're finding it difficult a little bit, and we're giving you some ease in the dunya, and I'm seeing you, instead of running for our Shaykh, you're sitting back and you're more relaxed now, I will give you 1, 2, 3 warnings. Because when you sit relaxed, you know what happens? You know what happens? What happens? Huh? No. When you sit relaxed, shaitan will be very busy. I've seen no person who pull back and they relax from the mission of our Shaykh, that shaitan is not busy on them. They turn their face and they start doing other things. It's only a matter of time. You're going to relax. Then you're going to say, why are you running so hard? You're going to say, what's the big fuss? Oh, we have to come here and clean again? So what? You understand? Why are we doing all these things? Same thing we're doing. Because you're relaxed. You don't see the point anymore. Because you got your point. What is your point? We give you some ease in the dunya. What is your point? As we say, your point is looking at what the Shaykh's point is. You have a Shaykh, no? You must know what is his point. You see, what is his mission? Then you're going to run alongside him, just as the Sahabi Kiram, they're doing it. But if you're just relaxing, and if people are running, and you're not carrying so much, please don't torture yourself. You must leave. And if you say, no, I want the best of both worlds, you say that you're being like a munafiq. Make a choice. You understand? Then you say, oh, let them fight. We're going to sit here. Then you're exactly the kinds of people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is warning over and over again in the Quran Kareem. Oh, there's a fight? Oh, why didn't you tell us? Oh, there is something to do? Why didn't you tell us? I didn't know. Oh, there is something out there we have to do. Oh, you have to clean this. Oh, you have to do this. You have to do this. If simple things like I need you, like arranging a couple of things in the dargah, and you're not being busy with that, you think when the time comes when you have to drop your newborn baby, you're going to run? Impossible. Then you're going to say, just like those ones, you and your Lord go fight. We'll sit here. If you win, then come and tell us. Exactly. Why are those stories for? As I said, those stories, they're not for Jews, they're not for Christians, it's for us. You think all those stories, they're really, a lot of it is for the people in this ummah in the beginning, in the middle? No, it's for the end. So many prophecies of the Prophet ﷺ, what he's saying, we're only discovering it now. And the world is only discovering it now. It's for us. Because we are going to behave like them in a very major way. You understand? is kind of first-class liberal Islam. You can all go to hell. You want to have the kafir lifestyle and the beliefs, and you want to have Islam? I'm not saying you're non-Muslim. I'm saying you can go to hell. Anybody can go to hell. I can go to hell too. You understand? But I'm holding on to my share. And he's saying, no, Allah did not create us to punish us. He has created us to belong to the beloved nation of His beloved, to be with Him. And now in the Akhir Zaman, be very careful. Because majority are going to turn against to the Sunnah. Hold on to that, even if it's a coal, it is fire. Astaghfirullah alazim wa atubu ilayh. Hold on to that. Who knows what's going to happen next year, this time? Hold on to that. As I said before, Shaykh Effendi is meaning to clean up this Jamaat, clean up this Tariqat. This is what the Naqshbandi way is anyway. They come in and they clean up. He's going to start with us. If you're not going to clean up properly, they will clean you up. If you still refuse to, then you cannot be here. You cannot. Who knows what's going to happen next year? So much has happened from last year. So much happened from the year before. Wake up. Don't be those ones who are going to be thrown out, thrown away. Don't be those ones that, like in the flood of Nuh alayhi salam, they are going to be sent to non-existence. Prophet is saying, don't punish me, because he knows in the Akhir Zaman, just like the people of Nuh, his own ummah in the Akhir Zaman, they are going to be thrown into non-existence, those disobedient ones. Who are those ones? Those ones who are looking at the fire and they say, this is not fire. This is not Jahannam. This is Jannat. They're looking at everything that's happening in this world right now, all the progress, and they say, this is Jannat. We love it. The believers are seeing this as Jahannam. If you're not seeing the fire now, you're going to get burnt. If you see the fire now, you pull yourself away. Where there is nur, the nar cannot enter. So you're going to run for the associations of nur. You're going to hold on to it. You're going to look at the nar, the fire inside and around you, and you're going to move away from the fire. That's how you're not going to get burnt. You understand? Very important. So for the murids, was celebrating the Urs, understanding this, make sure that you are making progress. Make sure that all the wrong characteristics that you have, you are making progress from that. Not to say you are still continuing with those wrong things. And when new things, they are shown to you, don't be surprised. Take it and run with it to change, to become better. They are watching us very closely. May Allah forgive me and bless you, inshallah. May Allah accept our weak service for our Shaykh from this whole time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me and bless you. May He always put us under the feet of our Shaykh, dunya and akhirat. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Al-Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.